I'm not even an Arsenal fan, and I don't particularly like them. But there's this strange trend I keep seeing on Twitter. Every time Saka delivers anything less than a 10 out of 10 performance, people act like he's overrated, stiff, and predictable. And honestly, it needs to stop. It's lazy, it's annoying, and worst of all, it's just not true. If he were putting up performances like Antony, I'd understand. But he's not. He's one of the most consistently reliable players in Europe, and yet the disrespect only gets louder the moment someone like Cole Palmer puts in a good performance. Suddenly, it's Palmer is clear, Sané is more explosive, Martinelli is better 1v1, or even Doku is more exciting. And okay, excitement is subjective, I get that. But where it stops making sense is when people start trolling Saka like he's some fraud, like, how have we already forgotten how elite this guy actually is? Now after scrolling through endless tweets, one reason kept coming up. He's not flashy enough. Really? By that logic, Antony would be better than Salah or Gabriel would be better than Haaland. But that's not how football works. Saka has never pretended to be a flashy player. He's not the kind of winger who'll hit 5 step-overs then whip in a Rabona cross. He's not dripping in flair like prime Neymar or Hazard. He doesn't have a blistering pace like Mbappe or Martinelli to fly past his markers. But he quietly destroys defenses every single week. See, what a lot of people misunderstand about football, especially when it comes to wingers, is that style doesn't always equal substance. And Saka is all substance. He's not trying to entertain you, he's trying to win, and most of the time, he does. Let's break down what makes Bukayo Saka special, and why so many people fail to see it. First of all, the stiff criticism is just lazy analysis. Saka isn't stiff, he's deliberate, and there's a difference. He's calculated. He sets up his man, waits for the defender to shift, then picks his moment. His dribbling isn't explosive, it's intelligent. Every touch, every feint, every pause is all part of his plan to move his team forward. He's less Allen Iverson and more like Luka Modric. And when you compare him to someone like Cole Palmer or Leroy, the contrast is obvious. Palmer plays with flair. He'll give you that smooth turn, that silky nutmeg, that composed finish that makes people go, ooh. His style is naturally more aesthetic. But is he better than Saka? Not really. And this is where most of you confuse vibes with value. Let's look at the numbers. Last season, Saka scored 12 goals and provided 14 assists. That's 26 goal contributions from the wing in a team where he often attracts double marking. And only a handful of players in Europe put up those numbers. Palmer had an incredible season too. 18 goals and 14 assists. Now let's dig deeper. Despite missing 2 months due to injury, Saka still leads in progressive carries, pass accuracy, big chances created, and dribbles per 90. That's not just impact, that's all-around contribution. And no, this isn't about tearing Palmer down. Palmer is brilliant. In fact, I'd choose him any day over Saka, because Chelsea is my team. But the way people talk down on Saka makes no sense. Football isn't just about goals and assists. Some players are built for final numbers while others are built to make the system work. The Palmer versus Saka dynamic perfectly mirrors the Hazard versus Salah analogy. Hazard was pure art on the pitch, simply a joy to watch. He possessed an incredible, almost effortless flow, and his goals were often pure bangers, adding to his undeniable spectacle. On the other hand, Salah is all about ruthless efficiency, much like Saka. His style isn't flashy with intricate dribbling like Hazard, but he utilizes his pace, directness, and intelligent movement to consistently bypass his markers and either score or set up a teammate. And when you watch Saka closely, you notice the little things, like the way he manipulates space. Defenders know he wants to cut inside on his left. He's been doing it for 7 seasons now, yet they still can't stop it from happening. That's how efficient he is. He freezes fullbacks with his body positioning. One feint, one touch, and boom, he's created a yard of space for a cross or a shot. That kind of repeatable, reliable output is rare in modern wingers. But unless you understand the game beyond TikTok edits and YouTube compilations, you'll probably miss it. And that's the problem. We're in an era where people worship chaos. If you look unpredictable with a skill bag of flashy moves, you're seen as the better player. If you look composed, they call you boring. Someone can spam step-overs all game, pull off a flick here and there, but if they don't influence the game, it's all just noise. Saka's game is quiet, but it cuts deep. His simple movements almost always advance play and put Arsenal in scoring positions. Compare that to Sané, brilliant player, devastating on the break, fast, graceful, and technically gifted. But let's be real, is he more consistent than Saka? No. Sané can go missing for stretches of a game. He's more of a highlight, while Saka is an engine. And that's the key difference people miss. Saka isn't trying to be viral or get a highlight. He's just trying to be vital to his team in the only way he knows how. He's arguably the most balanced winger in the league. Attacking, defending, pressing, decision-making, he checks every box. And for years, Arsenal's biggest threat has come from his side of the pitch. And yet, people still disrespect him. Some say it's English tax, others say it's media protection. But let's flip it. Has any young English player had more pressure than Saka? From the moment he missed that penalty at the Euros, he's been under a microscope. Every bad touch, or missed chance, or just anything wrong he does becomes a debate. And yet, he still shows up and keeps growing. And what's even crazy is that some Arsenal fans underrate him. They see him every week and become desensitized to his brilliance. It's like watching Messi every day and getting bored of the goals. They take his greatness for granted, and yet you can't game plan him easily. If you push up, he'll run in behind. If you sit deep, he'll create from wide. He scores with either foot, assists with intelligence, and always makes the right decision under pressure. That's elite football IQ. And let's not forget that he's only 23 and is already Arsenal's go-to man. Not Gabriel, not Martinelli, not Havertz, it's Saka. So next time I hear anyone claim Palmer is clear or that Sané is better, they'll have to clarify based on what? Style, highlights, dribbling, or actual impact. Because if we're talking output, consistency, decision-making, and importance to team structure, Saka is up there with the very best. And pretending that a player has to be stylish to be good is just senseless.